Alright, in this video we're going to go over the third and final faction, which is new here in patch 0111B. Go into the sandbox mode, go onto a Rust map. So yeah, we had 4 units in the game already, 4 Rust units that were available in the practice modes and in this sandbox mode. But yeah, now it's fully implemented. And so when you get into a match, the first thing you'll notice, you start making iron. It costs 7 mana and 2 scrap. So that's your first unique resource here. Scrap gets spent at the scrap yard, which is your first production building. Let's add an extra one. And then we also have the barracks, which is your next level building, and then the airbase is your air unit building. So yes, the scrapyard, you make guardians, outlaws, and scrap bots, and they all cost scrap at the scrapyard. Then at the barracks, guardians and outlaws cost army kits, and you can also make champions, raptor coils, and mortars. Then at the airbase, you got choppers and the hornet. So let's add some resources here. So we got the guardian. This unit was already in the game. The scrap bot was already in the game as well. And over here you got the raptor coil and chopper. So these are the 4 units that were in the game previously. The scrap bot has a whole new look to it with the saw blade. Melee unit, cheap melee unit. Raptor coil has a new model. Still does splash damage. And then you have your transport unit. Chopper. It's got its attack. There's a lot of damage for a transport unit. And then you got your defensive guardian, which costs mojo. So the new units got outlaws, which can also be made at the barracks. Then we have champions and mortars and hornets. So yeah, if you notice, there's a new range icon, and it also shows up on the mini map. Okay, so the outlaw, this is your ranged unit, somewhat agile, shoots real slow, really slow attack. It's got a ranged ability there that can deal some splash damage. Very small splash area. And then we also have a turbo mode. Yeah, let's compare these units. It's noticeable when they start moving. So if I have this guy, so you don't have to worry about accelerating if you do that. You can get out of a tight spot with that. Then we have the champion, which has a couple of defensive abilities. It can heal, and then it also has an unkillable ability. Doesn't do that much damage. Shoots twice. It's got a lot of hit points. This is the most expensive unit in the game. Big, expensive, powerful unit. And then we have the mortar, which can siege up. Its weapon can fire when it's unsieged. But the weapon costs energy. Here you can see it costs 25 energy. And when it's sieged, you gain 10 energy per second compared to the normal 1 energy per second. Then it's got an ability called Volley, which basically just does 3 shots real quick. They deal 9 damage, so they're a little bit weaker. They're not upgraded. Can't upgrade it. But that does provide some burst, if you so choose. And then the last ability, the last unit, is the Hornet, which has a little stun on its weapon. Okay, so those are all your units. What else do you have? You also have the wagon, which is very cheap. And as the name implies, it can move. So this is your gold drop off. Then when you unsiege it, it doesn't work as a gold drop off anymore. Until you re-siege it back down. Wagons can also be used out in front of your army. They've got 50 health and 4 armor, so they're pretty beefy. And then we also have the power plant and radar tower. So the power plant, this one provides energy. It's a bit stronger than the Mojo tower. 10 energy for 10 Mojo. And then the radar tower can scan distant areas for vision. And it can also send invasion orders. Which are not applied to wagons. I might change that. And unfortunately this guy can't move. Sieged. But yeah. That's Rust. Got a bunch of units. It's got its own set of unique units. It's got its own resources and all that. And yeah, so thanks for watching.